cool.
All right, so we're going to be heading on into our round 4 feature match here. We've got Wannabe Beetle, or Hamiltonian Mage, and Hand Over Fist here. We got a Jeskai mirror match with Jeskai Cycling versus Jeskai Winota here. Little bit different than the Jeskai Cycling deck we saw earlier today, playing Zedra Dawnwaker as their companion. And then we've got Winota, Joiner of Forces, who I still have up on the preview because that's great. So this is the key card from the bottom deck here. So whenever you attack with a non-human creature, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck and pick a human from among them to put into play. This Winota is notably good with Agent of Treachery here. Yeah. You're looking to flip this big Mamma Jamma out as early as the 4th turn and start taking away your opponent's stuff.
Totally fair and balanced. All right. Well, we get to watch the cycling deck again, as you mentioned. They got all the pieces. I mean, they have Valiant Rescuer. They got several cyclers. They have Zenith Flare. It's good. I want to see this as another one that's like a backup plan, right? Like if you're dying to like Grafdigger's Cage or whatever, or excuse me, Leyline of the Void.
Yeah,
I want to see this as a backup.
Lot of sweet win conditions here from the Jeskai build, and this card, this deck is built very different from the really 16 land red-white build we saw earlier today. How many lands is Hamiltonian Mage on offhand? Do you know?
This I didn't see. Let me see if I can find it here.
Let's take a peek at their deck list.
20
lands. Okay, yeah, that's more reasonable. Not nearly as greedy.
As someone who's played 20 land decks before, I could get behind this.
Both of these players' deck lists are currently available via the Stream Decker widget if you're watching this live. If you're watching it on YouTube in the future, they're in the video description.
Playing Zerda as a companion as like a free roll is kind of interesting as well. That's
And not only is it a free roll, but remember, cycling is an activated ability.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a lot of tokens get generated here on Beetle's side, but notably on the Winota player side, we have Raise the Alarm in the turn here, right?
Yeah, Raise the Alarm's very good. This is a pretty nice turn though for both players. Both players kind of like their machine is functioning. Their deck is doing what it's supposed to be doing right now on both ends.
Yeah, and we're going to see when these linears collide, who's just going to come out on top here, right? So Raise the Alarm here, notably, even though these tokens look like humans, they are not. They are just soldiers. They do not have species. They just have a job. So because they are not humans, they're going to trigger this Winota Joiner of Forces, and we're gonna spin to win here.
I am very interested to watch this. I don't think I've seen the graphic on this card. It's
fantastic, yeah. So we get two dig 6s here off of Winota.
Yeah, that's so good.
Looking for Agent of Treachery.
Wow, that's great.
Hit me, dealer. Hit me. Kaboom.
There's one. Bingo.
There's one. All right. What would you like?
This is nuts.
Did you make that? How about if I played with it for a little bit?
This is nuts.
I think the Winota deck is very real.
This is sick.
Just end step.
I would say, let me read it over here.
And like now Charming Prince is a hit too now, right? Because like if they find Charming Prince on the second trigger, they get to blink Agent as well. They're through a lot of those though. I believe we saw Charming Prince on this hit, so they have one more Charming Prince and then 2 more agents they could find. There you go. Yeah. This game's done, right? Like there really isn't coming back from this.
This is absurd.
This is turn 4. This is the 4th turn of the game.
This is nuts. This game's completely over. What did I just watch? Oh my god. That was berserk.
But remember, you have to have a companion to win in this format.
What? Like what? I'm just on the floor. What did I just watch?
It's super impressive. And Chandra makes elementals. Chandra makes non-humans.
And they're gonna draw cards with this agent soon. Oh my god. Yeah, Chandra makes elementals, right? I was thinking about it with something like the Goblin Maker. I forgot what the name of it is, but the
Legion War Boss. Yeah, you usually play those too. Oh, so unlucky. Very, very unlucky.
Jeez,
so you get a Charming Prince, blink your agent, and then you get to Charming Int, blink your agent post combat.
They're
gonna take 2 more things here. This is turn 5.
This is the best aggro deck I've ever seen.
Just again, as a reality check, this is turn 5. Are there Lukas in Hand Over Fist Deck, by the way?
There was 2, I think, if I remember looking at it. Let me take a peek here.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, it looks like they are playing the list that's up on my website. Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things that's sweet about Luka, if you're not familiar with him, Luka in their deck, if they Luka a 4-drop, they always get Agent.
I would say they always hit Agent, right?
Yeah. If you Luka a 4-drop, you always hit Agent.
This. You've outdone yourself. You actually built a decent deck for once in your life. That is pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, it's no Kiki Jiki, but
no, this is sweet. This is definitely one I haven't seen a lot of in action. It's Winota was a card I was like, this could be good, but you need some powerful things to pair it with. I mean, Agent Treachery, come on.
And notably, so key card coming in here on the what's it called side of the board. We have Red Cat Melee coming in on the cycling side of the board. So this is a 1-mana card that kills Winota. Being able to just hold this up and keep their 4-drop off the table, meaning they can't combo you, is very important. Other good cards, and again, this is why this format is sweet. There's lots of good ways to attack these powerful things that are going on. Other good cards are Hushbringer, is a card that like white decks have access to as well. I don't think we don't see any of those in Hamiltonian Mage's deck. Red Cat largely leaning on interaction like Red Cat Melee and Aether Gust.
I needed to look and see how does Winota work with like a Grafdigger's Cage, right?
Grafdigger's Cage is another great card. Grafdigger's Cage, if your deck is not impacted by it, is a premium hate card in this format. Grafdigger's Cage stops all of the graveyard hate and from things entering from libraries.
Yep. I couldn't imagine leaving without, and I hate this card. As a Dredge player, I absolutely hate this card.
All right.
But I couldn't imagine not playing
So we'll see our cycling player here on the plate. Probably a pretty easy mulligan there, unfortunately. Oh, they have Fry in their deck, too. Oh, right. Everything in their deck cycles. They can just keep whatever.
Yeah. You just do whatever you want.
Sure. Yeah, just never
keep one
mulligan.
land and you're fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. And they get to play their Fox here.
Yeah. What does the Fox say, Matthew?
This Fox is so good, by the way. That's nuts. Yeah, this Jeskai deck is.
We have pretty good hands on both sides of the table here. If Hamiltonian Mage hits their second land on 2, we're gonna play a pretty good game of Magic, I think.
Yeah, they have 2 shots at it because they have a Go for Blood as well. So they got a couple shots here. Passing on Winota's tough because they're gonna have like Fry and whatever.
Clench.
Got a hit.
The Winota deck does not give you time to miss.
Yeah.
We have a very good draw here from the Winota player.
Do you just go shock, right? Because Prince can scry you a couple?
I don't know. Like I guess okay, sure, why not?
Scrying for 4th land.
Sure,
there it is, bingo.
I don't know. I probably would have been a little bit more conservative and like gone tapped land into War Boss into Winota because like Charming Prince doesn't trigger Winota is the thing.
That's fine. You got War Boss on 3. This is great.
Notably, while we hit the second land on Beetle's side of the board, on Hamiltonian Mage's side of the board, we did not hit a red source, right?
It's missing red, yeah, it's a big deal.
Our Fries and our Red Cat Melees, not particularly useful.
This is incredible here, able to hit. Yeah, this is all bad, man.
If they don't have a red source this turn, the game is over. This is a really aggressive attack.
Big fan. So I'm a big fan of like trying to get this points in, and like the only way you're gonna win now is if you hit like lands Zenith or something. At this point, it feels like.
Okay. All right. We have a game of Magic. We get to shock.
And this,
I actually think that land puts Hamiltonian Mage incredibly far ahead.
Yeah, this is very good.
Do not cast Improbable Alliance. Do not cast Improbable Alliance.
Yeah, don't screw around with that.
Oh no. Or they're thinking about red capping the Legion War Boss. Don't do it. Hodl.
Yeah, just hang in there for a minute now. Yeah, you gotta wait. Like you have to wait because if they don't Winota you, then you can kill it. If they do, then you gotta kill Winota. Like it's pretty academic.
Although it's worth noting the way War Boss is templated here, if they could just go to combat, and then if you kill it before they get the trigger, okay, so we're just jamming. I like jamming Winota. I'm here to head to the Space Jam.
would certainly be jamming.
Yep. So this resolves. Get to red cap.
Yep,
Oh, we're gonna fry.
Yeah, I like frying
Interesting.
them.
I kind of like capping her there because it lets you cycle. And if you cycled here, you could have made another 1/1 to block your 2 1/1s on the Legion War boss.
That's fine.
I guess we're just trading off. This is probably fine.
Yeah, just trade them all off, and like you got the
Oh,
biggest.
look at that.
Oh God,
Look at that.
that's so good. That is so good. They hit a red source. Yeah, I was gonna say if they hit a red source.
This cycling deck's been impressive. This is not something I've played on stream at all. We played against it once, and it looks the different variations have seemed very reasonable.
Yeah, the cycling deck is quite strong.
When this fox isn't staring down a cat in an oven, it's just like a very big threat very quickly, huh?
Yeah, it's tough to. You got to kill it. I mean, and like, it's funny. Most standards are defined by like Ultimate Price and Doom Blades and stuff. Like this format doesn't feel like that though.
I agree. Yeah, there isn't a lot of hard removal in this format.
It's like, what do you do here? I mean, you got to like line up some blockers and. It's tough. Yeah, this is going to be quite a beating, though. This is 5, 6. This is tough. I guess Raise the Alarm's okay. It's going to buy some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to jump block for a little bit. And I mean, theoretically, this Luca could high roll a token into something absurd.
I was going to say, if it hits, it's great.
But, like, it could literally hits anything, right?
Yep. And they have a Triome. They can't cycle it. They're short.
Yep.
I mean, you can take this hit here, too.
No way. With the 1/1 flyers popping up every turn?
Oh, that's fair. The flyers are a big deal.
Yeah, I assume that the cycling deck's going to make a flying creature every turn for the rest of this game.
Yep. Go for blood quite good.
Whew.
Jeez.
There's one of the other headlining cards here. We got the
Nice knowing you. Yeah, if Luca hits, maybe you got a shot, but
I mean, I don't even know if Luca hitting's enough with the Zenith Flare in hand now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not with a flare.
And I think you have to Hail Mary it, like not close. And so like, do you even red cap here? I think you just let them gamble, right? Whew! That was the highest of rolls, but it doesn't matter, right? Like the two flyers plus the Zenith Flare are
anyways. Yeah.
Ooh, clutch line from chat. They could take the red mana.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. I feel like you just can't beat Zenith Flare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like mostly dead.
Didn't matter. Like yep. So get to send this flare upstairs here.
Yep.
The fact that card says any target is really
it's stupid.
Really impressive.
It's stupid, man. Like if you get a chance, I don't know if you've played your free draft yet. Like just find that card and you win everything. Like it's insane. It's been a good one so far. I'm just gonna look through the sideboards and see if there's anything you want different. Like
I like what Beetle did. I think Beetle or Hamiltonian Mage on top properly identified that they were kind of the control deck. They need to interact with Winota, and if they can keep Winota off the table, they have a very good shot to win.
Do you think not having Dragonfire in is a mistake for the Winota deck?
I don't know. That's one of those things where like
tough,
you need to play a lot with it. Like maybe on the draw they really wanted that card. I don't know if they want it on the play. Like on the play, I think you can maybe be sufficiently linear, perhaps. But I don't know. Red Cap Melee makes it really hard to be sufficiently linear.
Here's my other question.
I'd also like to point out, do you remember that second game Hamiltonian Mage missed their second land drop on 2?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you just always find it. Like, it doesn't really matter.
And we see some of the clunkiness from the Winota deck here. This is a very real downside that it has. Like, just like, can you keep an opening hand with double Agent Treachery? I think you keep this. Yeah. I think I like this hand. I don't think I like this hand, but I think I keep this hand.
I was gonna say, like, man, the other hand is so good for the Jeskai deck.
Yeah, very reasonable. Have a token producer, have some interaction and fry, have a Zenith Flare when you go long. Charming Prince is fantastic here. We could see
Yeah.
if we see Legion Warboss into Winota.
Yep, Scrymy River.
I think you definitely keep the Bone Crusher Giant. I don't know if you keep the land.
Yeah, I'm pretty into the Bone Crush. Man, this is tough. How do you
Really?
feel about
Okay.
keeping Luca in? Is Luca like too important to get out in this matchup?
So I think when we were talking about the Scorching Dragonfires, I feel like if you wanted them, Luca's probably the card you trim.
That's what I was thinking.
One of the nice things about Luca in this deck is he helps you grind going long with his +1. Like, he can get people, but he also grinds. So I think in the matchups where you're not grinding, he tends to be a safe cut.
Okay. This game's honestly really close still. Like, man, that's a great rip. Holy cow.
Yeah, 2 tokens on every cycle is... And we have the Blitz. We have the Blitz here down the line too. What is that?
Yeah.
Blitz of the Thunder, whatever?
Yeah, the Thunder Raptor, I believe, is the name of the card.
I think this card's another card. Like, between this and Zenith Flare, like, this, obviously, Blitz doesn't hit players.
Man.
Interesting. What are we... Are we just, like, holding up? Oh, we're just scared of Winota. Okay,
Yep,
that's fair.
Winota.
Yeah. And, like, this is a kind of highlighting one of the strengths of the Winota deck. The fear of Winota has forced Hamiltonian Mage to play in a way that makes their game worse against these Legion War bosses.
Yeah, this is okay. It's not great, obviously, but I think it's okay for them. They can trade some stuff off here. It's definitely, obviously, not the best.
Wait, what was that?
Off...
What just happened? What is that card called? What was the card that was just cast?
I made it a frog.
It's.
I'll find it for you.
I'm gonna be honest. I just thought that card was there to cycle.
I'll find it.
Startling Development.
Oh, Startling Development. Yeah.
Man, week 1 standard. I was startled. I wasn't prepared, Matthew. I was not ready for what was about to occur on our screen.
Certainly something. Okay.
All right, and the second Zenith Flare here on Hamiltonian Mage's side means that if they can survive a little bit here, they have the ability to gain a lot of life, right?
Wow, down to 9. Yeah, that's for sure.
Why? They're again not... So they plan to cycle plus Thunder Raptor here, I assume?
This is really
Or
good.
they could cycle plus Fry. The Bone Crusher Giant's very good. Bone Crusher Giant is very, very good.
Yeah. Man, that's hard. It's going to be really tough for the cycling deck to come back from this point at.
Yeah, I agree. The cycling deck does not have... unlike the red-white build we saw earlier, Hamiltonian Mage is not playing anything like Deafening Clarion to really catch back up from a spot like this.
This is tough. Man, they get to stick this Valiant Crusader in the dirt. Yeah, that's tough. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they have much left in the tank here.
I think we're frying a Charming Prince here and taking 5.
Yeah, it looks like that way.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see Bone Crusher Giant stomp this 3-1.
Yeah, I thought it was going to pre-combat.
But before blocks, yeah.
Taking 5 here? It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Now, worth noting that the Rescuer is a cycler, right? So we are going to see that Zenith Flare tick up to 3. So it is like, expensive Lightning Helix for next turn.
Yeah, I probably just like this is probably just whatever at this point though. With the Raise the Alarm as backup.
Yeah,
pretty tough. I mean,
so you get to Zenith up to 7, but then you die to the Raise the Alarm.
Yeah,
it's actually exactly dead.
Rough sledding.
Yep. And again, I feel like this match really kind of highlighted the range on the Winota deck. Like, we saw it just like full on combo in game 1 very aggressively, and then game 3 just like this fair aggro deck, just like an aggro combo deck.
Yeah, just played a beatdown and like to deal with all my stuff and the tokens and go wide, and they couldn't and just died. So, yeah, interesting back and forth though. The Winota deck looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that. I think both those decks are pretty sweet, and both players played well. Just on the top there with the cycling deck, didn't exactly find what they needed, and just kind of got punished with the second war boss was a complete beating.
Yep. All right.